You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Rose. I'm seeing an error right now. Give me a second. Telvin's out. I got Benjamin in to help us. Hey Ben, I'm going to be on Slack. If you could just give me the okay that we're good to go. 1 second, guys. Sorry for the little snafu. Hey, I think I'm live. Ben, we're good, right? Ben's just telling me in my ear that we're good. Even though I'm not wearing an earpiece, it's this new, really fancy technology we're using. We're good. So, hey guys, Jonathan Rose here. I've been a trader for nearly 30 years, and now I help regular folks like you trade like the professionals. So each day the market's open, I get on here, I share some of my favorite setups, and I teach you strategies that I use to profit from them. And if you're one of my paid up all access members, I'm going to spend some time at the end of these videos going through some real-time trade recommendations. I posted in the Discord or in the chat earlier that I got to tune up my glockenspiel because when we have really good trades, we like to celebrate those with a glockenspiel, guys. And man, I've been tuning this glockenspiel up all morning, and I'm excited to share these trades. So we're going to talk about first, we had a massive winner. Who was able to take advantage of that winner? Let me get a big Y in the chat. It was in TPC, earnings trade. Earnings trades continue to be fantastic. Let me get a Y if you're able to hit that TPC trade. We're going to talk about the pivot point. We've been talking about the QQQ pivot point. I got more to add on that. Disney, blowout earnings. Let's talk about Disney, the mouse. The mouse is back, maybe. And then we'll talk about all access. I want to talk about those earnings trades. The yeses are hitting the chat. Congrats, guys. That is awesome. All right, let's have some fun. Here we go. Well, TPC, I'm going to start there because we had a monster earnings trade. TPC Micah in for $1.23, out for $5. Plug-in out for $4.20. Brian, love the earnings trades. The earnings trades have been our best performing trades without a doubt. Denny locks in over $2,000 on his trade. A fresh glockenspiel for that. TPC 130 out at 4. Livy 100%. Chaz, really great job, guys. Tom here did something interesting. Tom was long calls and ended up selling the stock to hedge that. I'm going to go on a little tangent here, but did you know if you're long the 5 calls and the stock is trading at 30, do you know if you're long one of the 25 calls, you can sell 100 shares of the underlying at 30 to get out of your trade, to take the risk off in your trade. You're going to make $5 less whatever you paid for the option. That's why Tom decided to sell stock rather than just selling options. Big believer in the creative trader wins, and this is part of being a creative trader. And Mike. Okay, so let's talk QQQs. Fed finally came out. It was a big, pretty much nothing burger. This was the chart that we've been sharing for the last 2 weeks, highlighting that 488 level and then the 480 level that we talked about. This chart is from 6 days ago. Well, the updated chart, make this big enough for everybody. The updated chart, we still have that 200 period moving average, right? And that's going to be at 490. $490. That's really annoying pen. All right, I'm not going to use it anymore. Don't freak out on me. So QQQ's 490. Last trade, 487. Okay, I'm going to pull up a live market so we can look at the live market. Because the Qs didn't really break out, guys. The Qs are strong, but they didn't really break out. We've been talking about this level, this 480 level, okay? So what the market ended up doing is the QQQs, which is the NASDAQ. I'm going to put a 100 period and a 200 period moving average on here. So you can see, because right now it is a very, very, very technical market. And by technical market, I mean resistance at 490 in the QQQs and then support at 480. Right now, as much as the market is higher, it's still weak, under 490. I'm using that 490 as resistance, and I'm using that 480 as support. Right now, we're kind of range bound, stuck between 480 and 490. Same chart here, using our expected move. This chart is from May 2nd, and I showed you the QQQs traded right up to their expected move, 492. So we have 490 and 492. Those aren't different numbers. That's the same. 490, 492, it's a band that the market needs to trade through in order to follow through on the upside. So what do we have here? Again, I'm going to open it up because I'm showing you the chart from 6 days ago and the chart today, and I'm doing that to show that we're not strong. There's a big difference between trading higher and trading with strength. We are trading higher. We are trying to get through crucial numbers, but we are bumping up against massive resistance at that 490, 492 level. It's easy for folks to get bullish up here because the market's gone up quite a bit, but I still want you to keep your wits about you. We're not out of the woods just yet. That's what I think about the overall market. Overall market, we are still concerned about risk. QQQ 490. In order for us to be out of the woods, I want to take out that 490. I want to use that 490 for support, okay? Hopefully it makes sense. These are two trades that you see in front of you that I shared with everybody. And these trades were shared for free on our Masters in Trading Live. PAS. PAS is a silver company. We are bullish silver. I don't know much about PAS, to tell you the truth. Silver, you could trade as a future, or you could buy silver, or you could trade silver miners. PAS is going to be an ETF. Actually, it's not an ETF. It's a silver miner company, but it's very, very correlated to the price of silver. We got in 23 and 21. The reason we got in silver, and for the last couple of months, guys, we've been talking about this same trade. This is not something new that I'm just bringing up a new idea because it's Thursday after Fed. Silver, here's PAS. PAS is strong. I have it on a weekly. Looking at some data, 100, 200 period moving average. It gets above them. It's nice and strong, okay? We know that gold has been ripping higher, right? Gold, so far 2025, I have to argue it might be about the strength of gold. Well, for those who watch me and who are aware of the program, we look at relationships. Just because gold goes up, we want to see what else is going to be dragged higher if gold trades higher. So I have you at the gold-silver ratio, the oldest tradable relationship. I have data going back to 2020, and this is how it looks like. When this gets down here, gold is cheap to silver. You want to buy gold and sell silver, and you're going to make money as this rallies. Well, what's been going on in 2005, right? The year of gold, maybe. Well, after Liberation Day, the big tariff day, the gold-silver ratio spiked sky high. It moved like it never moved before. So what does this tell us? Well, for one, we know gold is ripping higher. If you're bullish gold, you've made a good call. But I tell you, if you're bullish gold, cool. Buy silver. Don't buy gold. Silver is grossly inexpensive. So we've been buying POS. We've been buying POS 23.68. Then we bought some at 21.85. Right now, POS at earnings. POS is not the biggest mover on earnings. POS moves more on the relative price of silver. But POS is up 6.47%. A really, really nice move in POS. And the question comes up, should we take profits? Because when we're in the money and when we're making money, it's fun to take profits. You take profits, you lock in risk, you take all that risk off the table. But POS is a little bit different. I don't want to take profits. Why don't we want to take profits in POS? Why not? We're up. It's a great trade. We're long from 22. We're long from 23. The darn thing's trading 26. We could lock in a nice profit. The reason why is I want to be long silver. Why sell something that you want to buy? If you ask me, do I want to be long silver or short silver? I'd say, I want to be long silver. Are you crazy? Oh, really, JR? So what's your next trade? Sell POS. No. I want to be long silver. It's a winner, fine. But there's nothing wrong with holding a position and making a whole bunch of money on one trade. That's being confident. That's getting out of your own way. So that's what I suggest. On our POS holdings, we are going to continue to hold those POS trades. I got a lot going on today. I got one more topic, guys. Disney. Disney crushed. Earning a revenue beat, Disney crushed expectations. 120 estimate, it came in at $1.45, 23.62 billion of revenue versus 23.17. The House of Mouse is back. Disney has been getting crushed though. Disney is trading at 2016 levels. It's about time Disney gets its butt moving. You can read about the earnings did great. Streaming turns profitable. Parks power profits. Guidance raised. Disney is all in for the rally. Now, that doesn't mean overall I think the all market's going to rally, but I do think Disney is out of the woods and Disney is going to rally. What I do always right now, guys, I switch off to my all access. My all access, they had the earnings trade. The earnings trade was in TPC. TPC, let me just check what TPC last trade is. TPC last trade, 29.81. We were long the 22.5 calls and the 25 calls. This is just a monster trade. For anybody who wants to learn more, guys, masterthantrading.com/advanced notice deal. Give a call. You can check. We're running a really cool promotion and give it a check out. James is long 4,000 shares of POS. James, we're going to finish this for the glockenspiel because it's a really freaking good trade, my friend. And everybody in all access, you guys chill. We're going to go over our earnings trades. Excellent. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.